I'm Jacqueline Lowe.
And I'm Bishop Gilmore. We're from Grace That Reigns.
Welcome. This is a new year. We are excited to join you again, and we are here to welcome this new year in with you.
And if you would, I would like to say a few words about a subject very close to all of you, even though you may not reflect on it too much. I'd like to say a few words about time. I always find myself thinking more about time. Time is many things, as you know. It is good time, and it is bad time. It is heavy time, and it is happy time. Time sometimes drags. Time sometimes flies. We dread time sometimes, and we welcome time at other times. This new year will show us all that about time yet again. And that's a little bit of our problem with time. The problem is that we are often so burdened by time, so bewitched, so bewildered by time, that we miss seeing the whole of it. We miss the, let me call it the inner heart hidden in every gift of time. Start with this. Time is a thing of our world, yours and mine. Your life and mine, these are always unfolding things. They're always becoming things. They're always not yet here things. We are becoming, you and I, something different with each passing day. We are on our way each day, somewhere. We are a story that is not yet finished. And then add this. There is no time where God lives. His story was finished before there even was a book. There is no before and no after with God. There is no movement, no change, no becoming with God. He is always in an eternal present, our theologians tell us. The old Latins used to speak of the nunc stans. He is always in an eternal now. That's just the way he is. He is always bubbling over with the fullness of life. And that's how we came to have a world in the first place. That bubbling over of his own creative love, that gave us the world we know and love. It spilled over into a garden. It spilled over into a man. It spilled over into a woman, the book of Genesis tells us. And then add this, too. His creative love made them more like him. The fathers of the church thought that this making I've just described, they thought this making was a close and personal thing between them and God. They thought that it was a kind of marriage even. Time and timelessness, picture this in your mind. Standing there at the altar, promising something to one another, giving themselves totally to one another, and for all the years that are allotted to them. The timeless entered time at the moment of the incarnation, and it stayed in time from that moment on. This is why Jesus of Nazareth, the risen Christ, continues now to work precisely inside that time we have. Each new day is always our chance to hear his new call to a deeper communion with him. All we ever have to do, friends, is to listen closely, for it may be muffled, the timeless, in the many layers of our time. So, this year, friends, make a promise to listen. This year, friends, make a promise to learn something new. The timeless is always closer to you than you are to yourselves. So may this new year, in its slow unfolding, may this new year become the adventure surpassing all other adventures in your life.
We are a Catholic ministry, and our purpose is to renew your sense of wonder. And we do it through prayer, we do it through reflections like this, and we do it through the gift of healing, the gift of prayer for healing. So we are interested in the interior and the spiritual life of a person. We want to let you know and highlight what happened in 2020 and how this work that we completed in the past will help you to go forward in 2021. So this is just a little summary. In 2020, while the world shut down, we had a very exciting year. In fact, we introduced to you our new podcast called Renewing Your Sense of Wonder with Grace That Reigns. And then we also introduced to you our YouTube channel called Grace That Reigns Society. And in it, we presented many programs for you to take into your heart. The first one was in spring, and that was When Monday Comes. It was based on When Monday Comes. We offered you an idea, some introduction and some talks on your very own personal barriers and then your own giftedness and how you could use both to slay your own dragons. Later on in June, we offered you another program, and it was called the Electric Eel Series. And that was meant really to help you to renew your wonder for your own belief in Jesus Christ and the conversion experience that you had when you found Jesus or when Jesus found you. So we had many guests come and they gave their interviews of their own experiences. We went on into the whole summer and gave you those experiences. And then in September, we had St. Padre Pio, a 9-day novena that we prayed, with the culmination of it at a specific healing mass that we gave at the cathedral. It was called the St. Padre Pio Mass. That was wonderful, very wonderful. And after that, in October, I was able to produce a video in Halloween, and it was a Halloween story by the late Father Henry Hildebrandt. And I got totally creative, so if it was a little bit scary for you, just realize that it was just me and my own creativity, but please go back to it. It was quite an interesting story. And then finally in November, we introduced you to a new initiative called Fall into the Light. And this initiative carries on from now into April of this year. What it's about a people like us, just general people who have received healings from the Holy Spirit, from the Lord. And so they offer testimonies that really do renew our sense of wonder and that the fact that we're really not alone. So those are very inspiring. I hope to look forward to them. They will end in April of 2021. Finally, Bishop gave a quick Advent study on hope. Hope you'll be able to go back to it, to listen to it. And then I gave a musical one on Our Lady of Guadalupe, which was quite fun. This year, we know it's going to be exciting. Bishop spoke about time. We speak about hope, we speak about time, and we put that together, and we know that because we've gone through so many obstacles already, we know this year is going to be one of great reflection. We believe that it'll be a positive year, filled with hope, restoration, and healing, as we navigate the status of what's going on in our countries. So we'd like to ask you, invite you to come to Grace That Reigns. Come join us as we help to renew your sense of wonder for yourselves, for the Lord, for our priesthood, and for the life that we have here with hope.
Thank you, Jacqueline. Very enlightening summary of what's happened during the year. Grateful to you for that. Grateful to you for all the work you put into producing these things. And we look forward to seeing you another time and sharing yet more with you on that unending path of the renewing of wonder. Thank you.
Thank you. Could you please visit us this year at www.gracethatreigns.com.
We would love to see you there. Goodbye.
Bye.